When you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you find a way. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. If you will be a champion, you're going to have to go through something.
Because what you're going to discover as you're going towards your dream, as you're going towards your goal, there are going to be so many distractions. There are going to be so many people haters, so many people that come up against you, so many obstacles, so many trials. And one of the things I tell people is, I outlasted the pain. I outlasted the pain. When I was sleeping in those abandoned buildings, I kept telling myself, one day you'll be a homeowner. Every time I walked into that abandoned building, I told myself that this might be your current circumstances, but this will not be how the story ends. All you have to do, E.T., is to survive today.
I was talking to my boy today, and I was like, singular. He was like, man, E, that's my problem. I'm all over the place. I said, bro, relax, singular. He was like, I know, but I said, bro, just pray. You good. Just because you're not in today don't mean you can't be in tomorrow. I used to be a high school dropout. I got a PhD now. The only stress I want you to have is knowing a reality and not telling God the reality. That's the only stress I want you to have. That's it. Like, once you figure out what you are, just tell God, like, God, I got this problem. God, I got this problem. God, I got this problem. And I promise you, if he don't fix it in a week, he gonna fix it in 2. It's okay if you're not there right now. You wouldn't need a God if you could do it all by yourself. Just be honest and he's gonna fix it. I'm not where I want to be, but it ain't what it was. I'm just trying to tell you, because you're not exactly where you want to be, you stressing yourself out instead of thanking God that you're not where you were 4 weeks ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. You're not where you used to be, and you're on your way somewhere you've never been before. Relax. Most common ways of living backwards is being obsessed with past errors. While it's beneficial to learn from our mistakes, constantly dwelling on them can lead to anxiety, depression, and hinder one's ability to move forward. Let me tell you, I'm so dope with it now. If I mess up on Friday, I wake up on Saturday, it's over. It's done. And it's not done because I said it was done. I'm saying I'm following the scriptures finally. That's God's stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's God. And then there are those of you in the room like, E, but what if somebody do something to you? Listen to me very closely. Take this forever. Please take this and run with this. If somebody did you dirt, somebody harmed you, somebody did you some type of way, do me a huge favor. If it's as deep as you say it is, cut them. You are you. You know what abuse is to you. If it's abuse, then cut it. But whatever you do, don't forgive somebody. Don't stay with somebody. Don't live with somebody. Keep putting that dirt in their face every single day. Don't do it. Let it go.
If you're successful in this room, you've reached any level of success, you know that failure is a part of it. It's the ego that gets in the way when you look at failure as something negative. Failure is just a way to try it again, but to try it differently and try it better. It doesn't mean quit, give up, poor me, overthink it, stop, say I'm not gonna do it, woe is me. That's not what it means. It means that you did a great job, but you didn't execute. No, people come here and tell me, I worked so hard, but you didn't execute. Failure is not a strike against you. Failure just means you're doing something wrong and you're doing something right, but you're not doing enough right, and you need to figure out what you're doing wrong, and you need to make the adjustments so you can execute when it counts, when it matters.
Paul says, I press toward the mark for the prize. You can't get your prize as long as you're in your past. And you're about to be able to do some stuff that you couldn't do before, not because you didn't physically couldn't do it, or mentally, emotionally couldn't do it. You couldn't do it because of the past. You need one person's approval, that's God's. The very energy of focusing on an error today that happened 6 months ago is moving you backwards. I can't wait to see the prize. I'm waking up every day like, God, what you got for me? Every day is Christmas with Christ. What's the new blessing? What's the new blessing, God? I don't got time to remember the past. I'm not connected to it. I'm connected to Christ. I'm telling you, there's a negative energy with it. And every time you remember your errors from the past, there's a negative energy that you're pushing forth. And the fact that we ain't got a lot of days left, we're not going to waste today on the mistake we made yesterday. Today is a new day. You can't get your prize as long as you're in your past.
I got more problems now than I had before. I ain't have a lot of choices when I was broke. I ain't had as many options before I was #1 in the world. Talk back to me. I got more problems now than I had when I what? I'm not trying to pretend like I'm number one overcoming sin. That's a more worldly title. Even as I preach, Satan is like, when you get down, when you finish with Goliath, I'm going to wait for your butt. When you finish killing 10,000, I'm going to wait for you. When you finish praying, I'm going to wait for you. And at some point, David, I'm going to get you. At some point, Samson, I know how strong you are. I know, but at some point, I'm going to have you in Delilah's bed. I'm here to tell you today that just because you're successful in Christ don't mean the devil ain't waiting for you.